Hello everyone, welcome to another Throwback Thursday. Before I get into the Valentin, I think his name is Scavr. A few things I want to touch on with my book. So, these are the two hardcover sizes. I'm leaning more towards this, but I just don't know if the type is too small for you guys. So I think Amazon shrunk this to, let's see, the type was originally 12 point. So I think they shrunk it to either 11 or 10 on this one. But this is the 7" by 10, I think. And this is the 8 by 11. As you can see, it's much bigger. I hate books that are that big, to tell you the truth. That's like a college edition textbook, is what they call it. So, but that's my fault, because when I was writing it, I, most of the times in Pages or Word, the document, unless you specify otherwise, usually gets put in that size range. So, let me know what you guys think. I definitely don't want you guys to have to use the magnifying glass to read my stuff. And then this is a really small paperback, and they fucked this up big time. So the paperback is going to be probably the same size as this. This is 8 font. So as you can see, this is really small. You guys are probably going to have to get a magnifying glass. So, but this is kind of what a paperback is going to look like. The paperback is going to be black and white, because it's cheaper, so it allows me to price it cheaper than the hardcover. The hardcover is going to be more expensive. So, yeah. But, the cover is going to be glossy. This one's going to be matte. So, excuse me. I have a lot of crap in my throat today. But anyway, yeah. As you can see, there is a size difference. So, that's why the text is really small. So, the final edition, I think, is going to be this one, and not the oversized one. Now, if you guys want this size, I could maybe go back later on and just release it this size. But I like this because it's more, you can take it around with you. Seems to come out pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and release this size, I think. And then you guys can tell me if you think that that's too small a font. But, yeah. So, I have gotten some people asking me for signed copies of it. The easiest thing, honestly, is going to be to just buy it from Amazon, unfortunately. because shipping varies depending on where you're located. And I have someone in Canada that really wants a signed edition, and already I can tell you the shipping is in like the 100 range. So I'm just like, I don't know what to do about that, but hopefully I can sort that out. But yeah. I would say just get it off Amazon. You know, if you live in Maryland, contact me. I mean, if you live in like the DMV area, I will even, if you live in Virginia, I will even sign your copy. If you want, like literally, that's not a problem for me. You know, if you live in Pennsylvania, I could even come out in Pennsylvania and sign it. So, I just can't, unfortunately, if you live all the way in California like that, obviously that's going to be too far. But anywhere that's like near the DMV area, Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, DC, you know, any place like that, Pennsylvania, I mean, hell, even New York, I could probably come out to New York and sign a copy. But, yeah, I don't want to have to deal with that shipping. That's the thing. I also released some more items on my eBay, and let me pull that up right now on my phone, just to kind of show you guys. Let's see. Yeah, people are already checking it out. Active. So right now I have this on here. So this is a grimoire about Jinn and Iblis, and this is going for $69. Plus $9.70 in shipping. Okay. Anyway, if you guys want to watchers 0, views 3, go to cancel. Yeah. If you guys want to, like, send me something, or you want me to come down on it or something, I would be willing to do that. And then I got a book lot here, Witchcraft, Demonology, Satanism, for 100. It's 100 because it's like, let's see, it's $6, yeah, that I'm offering. Just miscellaneous. So, I got an Orly Stewart book in here. Visions of the Night Side by Temple of Ascending Flame. Paperback of the Hierarchy of Demons. Serving at Satan's Altar. Eliphas Levi, Master of Occultism, so that's a bio. And a Witchcraft and Magic history book. And my eBay is Stepbrah. So it's STEPBRAH. So yeah. Oh, it says review offer. What, I have an offer? No, I don't have offers. Okay. And then, of course, I got this Voodoo Gnostic book here, still listed for $600. I really can't go down on it because it's actually very rare. So, anyway, now let's just get into these books. So, this is a really rare Vox Inferni. So here's some things to know about Valentin Scavr or Scavr. He is a Russian Satanist. He's involved in, I believe he's head of the Vox Inferni here. And this is first edition, 2010. These pamphlets are really expensive now. 2010, yeah. So let's start off with this one. This one is via Infernally. And this book is interesting. It's about kind of opening hell gates, basically. It does require you to draw blood, so you kind of have to be okay with that. He's got ways to divinate with cards. Really, it can be any type of card. But he's got these different ways that you can do it. There is a guy on eBay that is selling a repress of this. It's a bootleg, basically, and it's a hardcover. But this is the original one. And these are now very pricey. So, this one especially is rare. This is like different members of the organization writing down stuff. So a lot of it is poetry, some of it's essays, some of it is about the practice itself. But yeah, this one's extremely rare. And you're going to see the theme, an ongoing theme with a lot of these books, as far as like poetry goes, kind of a fictionalization of things. This one's, this one now is kind of rare too. So this is number 14 of 300, 2014, and this is basically just like a whole poem about Satan and about various beings of hell and so. The cover, of course, is really cool. But yeah, kind of the companion to this is the Egregory book, which is still available on Amazon, by the way. I would hurry up and get it if you're interested in these Martinet Press ones, because Martinet Press is no longer available. So once they're gone, they're gone. This is my favorite one. I don't know if I already did a video of this or not. I do so many of these videos. It's possible that I did. But this has got to be like one of the most evil books I've ever read, to be honest with you. But this Gregory book is really, it's about the Watchers, and it's kind of meant to supplement the Book of Enoch in a way. It's like his version of the Book of Enoch. You're going to see kind of a recurring theme with a lot of these books. But one unique thing about Demogorgon is, first thing I want to say is there's definitely a lot of illustrations in it. There's a lot of symbols, which is a mega plus with it. This one's probably the best one, honestly, out of all of them. If you have to get any of his books, I would get this one. This is truly diabolical stuff. Basically, it describes this pilgrim. That's basically what it calls a practitioner. And you have to get rid of your human side, basically, to get in touch with Diabolus, which is this Ton. And uses a lot of human blood, which of course comes from you, the practitioner, and not just with a sterilized diabetic needle. I mean, we're talking about actual cutting and bloodletting to the point where you are basically close to death. Because the idea is, if you're close to death, you're going to get closer to hell. And that's kind of the point. So, some of these rituals are extremely dangerous. And I don't recommend a lot of self-harm, honestly. Which is why I haven't really done this book. But I like it. I appreciate it for what it is. Can it be used? Yeah, absolutely. But if you want to follow the course of the rituals and stuff, it's going to take, obviously, taking a blade and slicing yourself open quite a few places. Which is just, I mean, it's just crazy. Which can present a problem if you have a regular job, if you have a regular life. You don't want to, like, walk around with humongous scars all over your arms and all that. So, and I've always had problems with cutting my hand, too, because that just gets kind of annoying. But, when I do utilize my blood, I typically use just a needle in my finger. But this requires you to actually take a blade and cut into yourself in several areas. So, so it doesn't really include animal sacrifice. It's more sacrifice of yourself to the point where you are close to hell. Through bleeding to death, basically. Obviously, unless you have somebody that is able to help you, or you're near a hospital or something, I really do not recommend this. That you approach it in that sort of fashion. But some of the other rituals kind of call for a little bit of grave you know, taking stuff from bodies, you know, and it's just, it's really dark stuff. But it's not, you know, it's not something that you can't, I mean, you could potentially modify it to the point where you're not slicing yourself open all the time. There are safe ways to draw blood, but you just have to be careful. So yeah. I mean, if you get involved in demonology, that also requires drawing your own blood. So it's really not that different. It's just that he requires massive amounts, like buckets amounts of it. It's just crazy. You see that with this book too. He talks about the practitioner has to cut themselves in the chest, below the heart. They have to cut themselves, you know, in a few places. Basically bleed out and stuff. So I don't recommend it. I mean, it's very dangerous, obviously, to be doing that. But having said that, these are very interesting books. They're good. I recommend them. His stuff is getting harder and harder to find. Like I said, Martinet Press is no longer around, so if you guys want any of these books, I would move on it. If you are interested in this one, like I said, there is a bootleg that is floating around. It's by... There's a guy on eBay. He's called Suicidal Collective, I think his stuff is. But if you look it up, he has a hardback, so Vox Inferni. And obviously it's cheaper than this. You can find this, the pamphlet version, but it's going to cost like at least $300. So I would just get the pirated hardcover copy, honestly, just to save money. I don't know if he's going to release this one or not, but eventually I think he's going to release all of them. He does a lot of Order of Nine Angles books. I've bought some things from him. Oh, a lot of them are illegal printings, of course, of books that have either been banned or just no longer around because publishers no longer around. So, but I predict he's probably going to release this too. He does a lot of Martinet Press stuff, so eventually he's probably going to release Demogorgon, if you guys can't find it. But, anyway, if you like this book review, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you.